right, guys, so right off the bat, it's a kind of a series of things compiled together of why I think the Viper will do really well in the long term in terms of value and going up in value. First off, all Vipers are V10s, the 5th generation Viper. So this one is 645 horsepower with 600 pound-feet of torque. It's an 8.4 liter. And the big thing about this is that it's naturally aspirated, so meaning no turbocharger or supercharger. You know, most cars nowadays are heading toward forced induction, whereas this one kind of keeps it kind of a pure driving experience with a very linear power band. And then on top of that, it has a manual transmission. So those two things are kind of a huge factor of why I think the Viper will do really well in the long term. So the manual transmission coupled with the V10 naturally aspirated motor is a pretty unique combination and gives it an extremely unique driving experience. Another big factor that's going to play in the values going up is that they stopped making the Viper back in 2017. 2017 was the last year, and the ACR Extreme was kind of the top dog, and it definitely went out on top, holding a number of track records across the world, as well as the fastest Nürburgring time for a manual transmission car. So those are obviously pretty amazing credentials there that the ACR kind of went out on top. And then, you know, being that it stopped production, if it does ever come back in the future, it definitely will not be the way that this one was built. So, you know, with a manual transmission, with the big liter motor, a V10 motor, and naturally aspirated, it will probably for sure come back, if it ever does, as a forced induction, either turbocharged or supercharged, and most likely with a dual clutch or something like that to kind of keep up with the technology. But that just makes this car just that much more special, and it will definitely do well in the long term for those reasons. So leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. How do you guys think the Vipers will do? I think all of them are going to do pretty well in the long term, but specifically the ACR Extreme, I think a well-spec'd one or a special edition obviously is going to do really, really well in the future. I think they're definitely underappreciated right now, and I think 5, 10, 20 years from now, these cars are going to be a future classic.